Hey guys, what's up? This is Z and welcome to Z Reviews Tech. I have here a true 4K action camera for just $130, the Hawkeye Firefly 8S, and the bugs are killing me out here. This camera claims to have some very good video capability, so let's see if these claims are true. So like I said, true 4K for $130, and it also comes with a mountain of accessories. While it might not quite be a GoPro or Xiaoyi killer, this thing represents some serious value for money in the mid-range action camera space. So the Firefly is packed with quite a lot of specs: a Sony chipset, 6 Axis Gyro stabilizer, and full 4K at 30 FPS, 2.7K at 60, and 1080p at 120. But does the overall package deliver? Let's find out. So the action cam is made out of rubber and feels fairly solid. On the front you find the power mode button and a selfie mirror. On the right are the arrow keys, on the left are the 2 ports and a lanyard hole, the enter button on the top, 2-inch LCD screen on the back with another button, and the micro SD card slot, and finally the screw mount and battery compartment on the bottom. The waterproof case is actually waterproof, but I saw some condensation on the inside of the case when the camera gets too hot. There are a ton of accessories and I won't go through them one by one. You can check out my unboxing video for the accessories. Moving on to the software and powering on the camera, there is no touchscreen, so changing stuff is pretty tedious. I would rather do most of the changing from the Hawkeye companion app itself, linked in the description below. The app is pretty well conceived, a few spelling mistakes here and there, but you can control pretty much everything except for resolution. You can change between 3 but not all of the available resolutions. There is also a live view of what you see on the camera, except it's not quite live. There's about a 3-second delay, which is fine, but makes flying drones that much harder. Other than that, the software overall is quite decent. So before we get into battery life, I want to say that the way the Firefly charges is super cool and also super distracting when it's sitting on your nightstand at night. Battery life is not bad. I was able to get around an hour and 40 minutes of 1080p 30 FPS video and almost exactly an hour of 4K 30 FPS video. Pretty good, but not the best, and it definitely does not match up to the Yi 4K camera. Charging takes pretty long, almost an hour just to charge it using the mini HDMI port. Video quality at 4K 30 FPS is actually great. The detail is definitely there. It's not as crispy as say a Galaxy S8 or a Pixel, but it's good. It's closer to the GoPro Hero 5 and the Xiaoyi 4K, but those two action cameras still have better quality. So my biggest pet peeve is the distortion in this camera. I thought I would be fine with it, but the more I see it, the more I hate how it distorts when you move it with frame of reference. There is no anti-distortion mode that corrects some of that, which is present in higher end action cameras. The auto exposure compensation works fine even when you look directly in the sun, but there is a rainbow effect at times. The camera doesn't do well in low light. It's pretty grainy and ugly, so I don't recommend this for anything low light. One more thing is that the gyro stabilizer only works at 1080p 30 FPS and lower. Anything higher than that and it's automatically disabled. The gyro definitely works, you can see the effect, but it's nothing close to 5-axis stabilization in mirrorless cameras, but it's still better than nothing. The camera gets hot during recording, hot enough that if I touch the selfie mirror, it's really warm, almost burning hot. The audio quality without the case is pretty much average. It picks up audio fairly clearly, but the background noise is a little bit overpowering. Granted, I do live right next to a major highway, but still, this is still a pretty killer microphone. The Firefly takes 12 megapixel photos and picture quality is pretty variable. The good ones have lots of detail and very little chromatic aberration. There is no vignetting either, but when you put the Firefly in the case, you do see the case in the corner sometimes. Low light photos just look pretty bad, just like the videos. The bad photos just look like really cheap phone picture quality. Am I impressed? Quite impressed. It's $130 for a pretty crispy 4K video and a metric ton of accessories. Even though this is a good camera, it's not perfect obviously, but it does the important stuff well. Nice video, pretty good photo. This is definitely a product I can recommend. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Link to the raw files in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.